night, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for another string theory. When tonight? Oh, the lovely Ginger's in the house. I'm in the house. What do you want? Our special thanks to our partners, Boucher, Levy's, G&G Music, The Guitar House in Mississauga, Ontario, Brickhouse Guitars, Acoustic Shop in Springfield, Missouri, Acoustic Shoppy, Parkway Music, K&K, Gallagher, Alvarez, Jerry, Yamaha, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, D'Addario, Apollo Picks, Epiphone, Gibson, Blue Chip Picks, Tone Slab, LR Bags, Maestro Hosen, well, Hosen now, George Crackett, our buddy in Albany, New York, Emerald Guitars, NSSPCA, Adopt a Cat or Dog, Charmed Life Picks, Picker's Grip, Kennard Guitars in Nacogdoches, Texas, Edmondson Guitars in Fairhope, Alabama. Sienma and our buddies in Guangdong, China. Flamang in Green, Iowa. Cirrus Guitars in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Rickard Banjos in Aurora, Ontario. Makers of the Rickard Cyclone machine heads. And our buddies out in California, Deering Banjos. And so there you go. There's all the people that make my life a better place. Because I certainly don't. They have to do it for me, because I'm a dick. So there you go. That's how things go. Oh, sorry. The lovely Ginger's in the house, as she just pointed out, because I was making all kinds of strange noises in the mic. She has headphones on, and she's like, "Why are you doing that? Please stop." Jacko and Jill are in the house. Jack is pivoting between going to Ginger for old man comfort and his giant fluffy bed he has under the credenza. Poor old fella, he's 12. He'll be 13 in February. He's so old, he's so blind, he's so deaf, and he doesn't care. So there you go. Anyhow, it's nice to be with you again. Another Wednesday down. There's lots of things going on. The first thing, we're going to do Capo Corner. And there's two things I want to tell you about in Capo Corner. One is our buddies over at Emerald Guitars in Ireland are having their Black Friday sales period. So if you want an Emerald guitar, now would be the time, because they are putting some serious prices out on these guitars, and boy, if you could have one of these, I wouldn't hesitate for 1 second. I don't have a strap on. Off the cuff.
There's a joke there.
Second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Where'd you go? Oh.
One thing there is about carbon fiber, she's slippery as hell. Gotta have a strap. Sorry. and say, Emerald guitars, boys and girls. They're deadly, and they're deadly plugged in. But you're just hearing that in the room. Beautiful, beautiful work of art guitar. Now's the time. Check them out. Their Black Friday sales on. Check out Emerald Guitars. Love those guys. And then, if that wasn't enough to pique your attention, we have a brand new company that's come on board with us out of Michigan. My buddy MJ Franks is building these babbies right here, Cirrus guitars. They are handmade in Michigan. They are incredibly cheap for what they are.
The word is inexpensive.
Yeah, well, cheap. They're cheap.
Cheap is
not cheap.
in first
They're
quality.
just inexpensive.
They're inexpensive.
Yes. And yeah, these things are killer. And there's going to be a review of this guitar in a few weeks. I just filmed it today. This thing is a tone god. Buddy MJ Franks, Cirrus guitars.
How many dollars is inexpensive?
$2,100 for this guitar. Handmade instrument, all solid mahogany, Adirondack top, etc., etc. It is 100% made in the United States, which is a big thing to some of our buddies out there. So there you go. There's your inexpensive guitar. You know, because let's face it, you buy a guitar like that from one of the large builders, and you're going to pay about $4,000 or more, depending.
I installed a doggy cam for today.
Oh, is there a dog cam?
Yes.
Where is it? Oh, dog cam.
We have Jill.
Oh, poor Jill's on the bed. Yeah. Poor with a jelly bean. Wonka bean. Anyhow, there you go. There's lots going on around here. I am about to embark on the last tour of the year tomorrow. I'm doing my last solo show for 2024 tomorrow at the Bedford Yacht Club. And then David and I are embarking on our Christmas tour, which will take us right to Christmas, a few days before Christmas. And I don't have a beer.
You had one.
Guess what? Goddamn got one now. They're trying to stop me. Like, don't drink any more beer. Don't do it. I'm drinking Carlsberg tonight. I'm enjoying this right now. It's very good. It's very good. Danish Pilsner. All right, cool. So there we go.
you have it. That's very fancy hat work.
First question goes to
Oh, let's see. It's a super chat from Jim Waller.
Jimmy Waller. I love you, buddy. How you doing?
He says, take a deep breath, relax for 5 seconds, and tell us what guitar has had the most impact from a sound/playability standpoint in the last few years.
Well, it would have to be a Boucher.
Does he mean impact on you or impact on the industry?
Well, I'm sure he means me. Like, it doesn't matter, like, this has always been difficult for me because I feel kind of bad about this, but my partners understand because they know what Robin's capable of, and many of the guys that I work with besides Robin are huge fans of Robin. Like, for instance, George Crackett just built a guitar for Robin and gave it to him, and Robin's building one for him because they love each other. They love each other's work, and it doesn't matter really what happens in the rest of my world. The ultimate guitars that I've played and owned are all Bouchers, and there's just something about them. I don't even know. Well, you guys know. You guys have watched these videos. I've done dozens of videos about Boucher, and you guys know I tour with them. I'll be touring with a Boucher on this Christmas tour. I'm taking I'm actually taking Lancelot out on the road, which is a private stock maple dreadnought. It's an absolute beast. It's just a phenomenon, and that's the way Robin's guitars are. And I have to be totally honest and say that there's no instruments that have really moved me as much as Robin's. They're the baseline for everything that I do on the channel. And it doesn't mean that I don't love other builders and love what they do and play them all the time. But, you know, the idea of having something that's perfectly fitted to what I do, and I mean, there's lots of guitars that do that, but Boucher does it better than anybody that I work with. It's just, there's something about it. And it's not saying anything against the other builders. Their guitars are just as amazing. But there's some weird spiritual connection between me and Robin. And that's why his guitars, I just gravitate to them. And, you know, companies like Yeri and Gallagher and George Crackett, and these guys built me friggin' brilliant guitars that are just as amazing. They're alive. They're alive. You play them and it's like, God. But there's always that thing that brings me back to Boucher every time, and that's the way it is. And everybody that works with me knows that Robin is sort of my spiritual center and my guitar center, and that's the bar by which everyone is judged, is Robin. And as you have seen on this channel, there's been many, many builders that have earned their place here. Like there's a lot of them. But Robins are my favorite, and they always will be. I can't help it. But I wouldn't take $1 million for these other guitars that are here. Built by Yeri, built by Gallagher, by George Crackett, by Hosen, but they're masterpieces. And I almost feel like I know that my relationship with Robin is one of the things that caused these other people to come in and say, yeah, well, we realize you're playing, the best guitars in the world right now. We want to be in there too, and they are, right? And it's a special thing that Robin brought me. He put me together with Gallagher. The whole channel's been built upon my love for Robin's guitars, and I really can't. I mean, obviously, there's been some guitars come through here that boggled my mind, and my Yeri signature is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable guitar. I absolutely love it. I've played it live, and people are just like, they just blown away. Same with Gallagher, same with George Crackett, David Flamang, Kennard, and these guys. I live in a world that's actually quite. I wake up in the morning and can't really actually believe where I am, because, I work with all these builders and work intimately with them. They want to build the ultimate guitars for me, and want to be a part of the family, and they all are. And so that's again, that was caused and built by my friendship with Robin Boucher. That's how this all happened. And man, I wouldn't give it anything for it. I wouldn't take anything for it in the world. And I wouldn't take anything for all these partners I list here every Wednesday night and talk about these guys that work with me, man. We wouldn't be here without them. We just wouldn't be here. And so it's a killer time to be alive as a guitar player. I'll tell you that, because I mean, look at the Cirrus and the Cienmo guitars and the Kennard and Edwinson when he comes in next spring, and there's a new guy coming in too called Dreamwood. He's out of just north of Knoxville, Tennessee. He's building tremendously innovative guitars with upper bout double sound holes, sort of like a McPherson, but I think prettier and more functional than a McPherson. And that's what I mean. It just never ends. There's always somebody saying, yeah, I want to be part of that group. How do I get in there? And basically, if they build a good enough guitar, they're in. Because I'm not going to turn anybody away that's dedicated to making world-class instruments, right? And so, yeah, it's an interesting question, but I have to give the credit to Robin for being in there with me for 12 years. 12 years we've been together. And he has never questioned my judgment, or he's always been happy about everything that's happened on this channel and all the different builders I work with. But I'll tell you, there's some review videos coming out in the next month or so that we just did about some of the new guitars that he's building, and my God, it's just you have to play them to believe your ears and your face, because your face gets melted off. So yeah. Anyhow, that's my my love for my family and the granddad. He's the granddaddy of them all, Robin. Next.
Question from Corey McCormick.
Yes, sir.
Interesting question, actually. Can you take half the show and walk us through your guitar collection?
Would take more than half the show, baby.
Yeah, that would require some setup and preparation.
Yeah, that would take a lot.
It would be cool to do, though. If we had a show that was for that.
Yeah, it would be interesting to do that. Where's Bean?
Bean's come blasting in.
Everybody had to go pee right in the middle of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I eventually would like actually to do something like that. It would be very, very difficult. It would take a lot of work.
It would take some prep, but I think
it would take several days to shoot that video. But maybe I should do it.
I think you should. It'd be cool.
You'd have to help me.
Oh, of course.
There's no way I could do it alone. But yeah, that's actually a good idea. And I'd go through everything. I have a lot of stuff in here that's not even that you guys never see. Like,
you can do one video per collection of guitars.
What?
Like, here's the Boucher video. Here's the Alvarez. Here's the Yamahas.
I don't know. I have to put them all together.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the whole idea. It would be a 2-hour movie. It would be.
Be a saga.
Yeah, it would be a saga. Saga.
What do they call those long?
Saga. A mini-series.
No. Like an epic?
It would be an epic. Yes, epoch. Mm-hmm. APOCH, epoch. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're going to keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Next.
Mm-hmm. Question from DJ Williams.
DJ Williams.
How long do your videos stay members only? Some pals were asking.
Oh, until they're released worldwide.
So one will come
so
off the members only list per week.
Yeah, so the ones that we've put up recently, YouTube just allowed us recently to show. See, we upload as schedule for release. So recently, we're now allowed to show members while it's waiting to release worldwide. So it stays. It's there for you guys until it comes out. You're seeing it for potentially weeks before it comes out.
Yeah, some of those videos are scheduled for January, I think.
Yeah, there'll be more and more because of my touring schedule, I have to make 20 videos and then schedule 20 weeks because I'm not here. So that's what we're doing. So but the membership will see them immediately. As soon as they go up, the membership sees them. So, but
yeah,
not
yeah.
the.
And then generally it's one per week will come off. Sometimes it's one every other week, depending on the time of year.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out right now. We're going to probably upload it tonight or tomorrow.
It'll come out in January.
Yeah, the Cirrus is going to be, and it won't actually become public until mid-December. And then there's all these other videos we're shooting that they're going to be well into March, April, May. So you'll have them. Membership will see them first and have them to themselves until they go public. Cool.
Super chat from Jim Waller.
Jim Waller.
Can you take us through a simple, slowed down bluegrass or fiddle lick and explain the process to slow down and learn it? Inspired, beginner endorsed.
That's not something I could do here. Try the school, Master Music Method. If you join that, you'll see those things. It's it's not something I'm going to do. I could do on string theory because it's too ambiguous. Like I wouldn't even know what to do because some people are searching for specific licks and specific tunes and blah blah blah. And that's I never intended string theory to be a teaching tool, like physical teaching, showing things on the guitar. That's not what the show is about. But like I said, if you join mastermusicmethod.com, there is a ton of stuff on there related to what you're asking. So, and plus, when I see you in the spring, I'll teach you whatever you want. Love you, Jimmy. Correct.
A question from Ben Allmark.
Ben Allmark.
Is a Gibson All-Right D-style mandolin a quality one from back then or more of a beginner?
Say that one more time.
A Gibson All-Right D-style mandolin.
A All-Right? What?
Alrite.
D-style. I don't even know what that is. D-style. I don't know what that is, brother. I've probably seen one, but don't realize what it is.
You're from there?
I'm an F-style player. F or A. So I'm not sure what D would be. Maybe it's a center sound hole. Whatever. Not F holes. Like, the only... All I can say is this. So, the only mandolins that work for bluegrass are F-hole mandolins. So that's the F-style or A-style.
They have two... They have two little sound holes? So one on each side of the strings.
Don't get in the camera now. And I lost it because I touched the screen. So I don't know what it is. I've never heard of a D-style mandolin. Don't have a clue.
It looks like...
It looks to me from those pictures that it's an F-style mandolin. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking me. If that's an F-style mandolin that Ginger's showing me.
I don't know.
So sorry. I'm not versed in what you're asking me. She's still searching.
Oh, it looks like... Oh, this is a different one altogether. So this is the actual model he asked about.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those are if unless they're kind of useless. They are kind of useless. It's an old. It's, I mean, so there's a reason why mandolins were changed essentially by Lloyd Lohr in the 20s, the mid to late 20s. Those type of mandolins that are just round body, round sound hole in the middle, they're not great sounding instruments. They're actually quite bad. And the design is bad. And even modern instruments that are designed like that, they don't sound good. And they don't sound like mandolins. Not the mandolins that I'm used to hearing, which are F-style, bluegrass-style mandolins. And A-style. Like the round body F-style mandolins are just as nice as the F-style with all the points and the French curl and blah, 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 right? But those things there are just like, I don't know even how to describe it. That body shape is ancient, and it's before we discovered the properties of F-hole tops and tone bars down through the whole center of the body and blah blah blah. Like, there's so many advancements that came after that body style that I mean, there's no point. And if it's old, it has no truss system in it. There's no way to fix the action. You'd have to reset the neck. It's just a nightmare. You're better off to go spend $600 on an Eastman A-style mandolin, and you'll have the best mandolin you can get for the money. That, if you want a round body instrument, that's what you should do. Don't. I tell people to never buy antique mandolins, like things that are old, like that. They're just heartache. You can't fix them. You have to
Unless
take
it's
them
a decoration.
You have to take them to a luthier, and they have to be completely redone inside and out to even come close to being playable. And it'll never be playable the way a modern mandolin is. So that's my thoughts. I wouldn't own one of those if it was given to me. There's no way. Next. Sorry to shit on these little round mandolins. Sorry, but they suck.
From Corey McCormick.
Won't you please leave me alone? Oh, sorry, Corey. Just kidding.
What was the guitar from Maestro or Hosen that you played on Celtic Colors this year with your Cocobolo Boucher? Might have been Hosen.
Oh, that was I call that the blonde. That's Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, that's the blonde slope shoulder by Hosen. Man, that thing is absolutely deadly. Absolutely deadly. Hosen Young is one of the best guitar builders in the world. That guy is a monstrous guitar builder. And that's just one of his. I mean, I have two of those. I have a matching set of those. I have the Sunburst version of that, and then I have that all blonde, all maple. It's just killer. And I haven't even had a chance to really play it hard and get it out in the road. But I will. But also, you also have to realize it's the same guy. He's building me a signature model that will actually be here in the next few weeks. They're putting out an Avenir J.P. Cormier model, which is built. Avenir is built by Hosen for Roger Schmidt up in Kitchener. And so that guitar is on its way. And that is the guitar that would be given away, not the one I'm getting. You're not getting number one, but you might get number 2 or 3. Of that's who's building the giveaway guitar. It's Hosen. He's building a J.P. Cormier model that will be given away in the Christmas prize this year, and I should have number 1 here at the studio. Well, within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully. So yeah, Hosen is a monster. Next
Question from John Owens.
John Owens?
Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Curious how Cirrus compares to Iris guitars, as they seem to occupy a similar place in the market. If you had the chance to play both, do you find that they inspire your playing in different ways?
Iris is not in the same market at all. Iris went way, way expensive. Like I mean, I've always admired Iris guitars until I picked them up and saw the price tag, because they are literally twice the price of this guitar. They're way overpriced, and I don't know how that happened. But they just, I don't know. They're great guitars. They're really great guitars. But are they worth, when you see them in the store, they're $4,000 and $5,000. They're not 2,000 or 21 or 23. They're $5,000. And when I was out in Springfield, Missouri, with my guys at the Acoustic Shop, I saw them out there, and they were massively expensive. And they're satin finish, really well built, simple design guitars. But somehow I think they're overpriced. Now, does that matter? No. Because it's funny about guitars. Like, people build guitars and you look at them and go, well, Jesus, it ain't worth that much money. But then everybody's paying it for them. And it basically is like, the guitar world is so subjective that if somebody falls in love with the Iris design and the Iris sound, which they do have a very unique, they're their own, man, they're great guitars, don't get me wrong. When people fall in love with that, they pay $10,000 if they were asked to. So it's really weird. It's a very, I still haven't quite figured out what the mechanics are of that. Because you look at a guitar.
Same reason people play like $50,000 for like an action figure. Because they want to.
Well, no.
Because somebody else will, so they have to.
It can't be that, because you can't make your living with an action figure, or make money with it again, or create your own art with an action figure. It's not that. That's not
I mean
it.
the pricing.
I don't know what it is. It's bizarre. It's like as I've been saying on this channel for 5 years, like, people would rather go pay, $7,000 for a guitar, or instead of going to a company like Cienmo or Hosen, right, and buying a guitar that's exactly the same or even better in materials and workmanship for half the price. They won't do it. It's like, no, we have to have this guitar. That's the guitar. We're paying $7,000 for it. I don't care if it's made out of plywood. It's all, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit bizarre. And Iris came up in this marketplace really fast. It was a matter of a couple of years, and all of a sudden they were at the top of their game. And what they build is very much like a Cirrus. They're normally just satin finished. They use a lot of retro design. They build great guitars. They're fantastic instruments. But I wish they were more affordable, because they should be. I always thought of it like this: unless you're building stuff on the level of Boucher and Gallagher and Crackett and these guys that are building, they're museum quality piece guitars, right? That you can charge $10,000, $15,000, $12,000, $20,000 for. If you're not building that stuff and you're just building really great, working man guitars, why price them out of the range of people who want them, right? I would have happily brought Iris onto this channel, but I know I can't afford them. I can't do it. It's not. They would never probably have anything to do with me, because I just can't afford it. You need to you need to show respect and a show of good faith, and be able to pay some money up front to these companies who want to build guitars for you, and then after the fact, and it's like they give you things because they see the benefit of you promoting them. But I know looking at Iris, it's like, no, they're not gonna. They don't care. They're doing too well. They're not going to get involved with me because why the hell would they, right? Same as Martin. Same as that's sort of where I see them. But I don't. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But every time I've come across their instruments, I just saw them in Parkway in Albany. Same thing. I picked up the price tag and went, "What the fuck? What? Why is this so much money?" And because when I first saw them, I thought, this is going to be the company that builds these wicked guitars that we can afford. And they went way high. So, but again, they're awesome guitars. Hopefully Cirrus won't do that. I know they won't. MJ Franks, he's got the right idea. He's going to keep these things down where they belong, and he's going to sell 100 of those at a lower price where everybody else is selling 20 of theirs at the higher price. That's the deal, right? Would you rather sell 1,000 or 100? And the money's the same. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of what it is. But anyhow, I've gone way off in the ditch. But next.
Left turn at Albuquerque over there. Super chat from Colin Dolan.
Colin Dolan, my Ireland friend.
Great to see you, JP. What other Yamahas do you own apart from the 56 and the FG9?
Oh boy. Well, I own an LJ36. I own the 50th anniversary of the one FG 180. What else do I have here?
You have the 7?
I have the FG9. I have the 56.
Is there a 7? Is that this one?
There's an FS9 coming. So yeah, I always have 4 to 6 really good Martins or Yamahas in my collection. Some of these will never leave me, like that. The 56 and the 36, and the FG9, I'll never turn loose of those. They're really, well, they're Hamamatsu guitars, right? They're built by the crew in the custom shop, and I'm just not turning loose of them. Without getting a lot of money. Somebody would have to offer me twice what they're worth, because I love them so much. So, yep.
Mm-hmm. A question from Chris Organ.
Chris Organ?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Organ, that's an unfortunate name. Which organ are you named after? Change your name to Oregon. Chris Organ. Okay. It's got to be a fake name. Nobody's name is fucking Organ.
You feel bad if it is.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, buddy.
Bit of an arse.
I love you.
Way to be an arsehole. He says, I live far away from any guitar store, limiting my ability to test guitars. I'm wondering if you were to choose between the LL16 and the Masterbuilt Epiphone Hummingbird.
Oh, I don't mean anything against my Epiphone boys, because they make great guitars, but because they're made where they are, there is this in the quality. The ditches aren't so deep there, but there is consistency, irregularities in those guitars. Yamaha does not have it. Their guitars are. I've never played. What do you say? A 16? 16, right?
Yeah.
I've never played a bad 16 ever in my entire life. I've owned probably 20 of them, and I keep selling them because people want them. They hear mine and go, "Can I buy that?" Yeah, I'll get another one. That's how easy they are to get high quality. So if I was you, I'd go with the 16 is the safest bet. Yamaha makes the best like $1,200 guitar on the planet. There's nothing that can touch it. So yeah, absolutely, go with the Yamaha. And even if you get one and maybe the action's a little wonky or whatever, which it won't be, but just in case, you need a little adjustment, just take it to a store and go, file my saddle down and make this, action lower. The guitar, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with those things. And they also have an excellent pickup in them. So, passive, crystal pickup under the saddle. So, yeah. Going 16, absolutely 100% 16. No question. Kurnerst.
Question from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick, you're a busy man tonight.
Can you show us the Hosen GP signature model?
No, it's not here yet, brother. But it will be here very shortly. We're expecting it's on its way over here from Singapore. It left quite a few days ago, maybe about a week ago, by courier. He shipped the first one over, and I don't know if it's coming here or to Roger, but it's on its way. It'll be here within days. And I saw pictures of it, and it made my head spin. It's just beautiful. And I can only imagine what it's going to sound like, because Hosen is a god. Hosen Young is one of the best guitar players or builders on the planet. There's nobody like him. He's just in a world on his own. He's like all these other guys, He has a way of doing things, and his guitars have a certain personality and spirit that come from him. And so his instrument, you can always tell. If you played his guitars with these other guitars in this room, and I had a blindfold on, I'd know which ones were his. The same as I'd know which ones were Robin's.
That would be a fun guitar video.
Actually, yeah, that would be a great video.
Can you pick out
my own guitars?
Yeah.
Could I pick out my own guitars? So that's actually a great idea.
That
We
would be
may
fun
do
video.
that one. But I'll have to have a good guitar player in.
You
So Dakota could do it.
Wouldn't it be you playing?
No, because I would feel it. No.
Oh, somebody else playing.
Yeah, somebody else get Dakota to play them for me or something. Or
Dave
Darren
here.
McMullen would.
Or Darren, yeah.
Darren would be the guy to do that. But yeah, that's a great idea. We might have just invented a new show.
That'd be a fun video.
The blind taste test with the arsehole himself.
Like those sommeliers that have to this is a
Yeah.
purple wine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could I tell my own guitars? That's a fucking great video idea.
Put your money where your mouth is, sir.
Believe me, I could. I'm pretty sure I could get. I'd probably get 70% of them right.
Oh, I see you coming down from 100% to 70%. I'm not so confident.
Well, no, I mean, how could I possibly with all these instruments, and some of them that I have only owned 7 months. So, but some of them I know for sure.
But you know that thing where they taste the Coke and the Diet Coke and
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what the 4 options are. And you have to choose one of the 4. Not choose one of the 40. That would be... Yeah.
I wouldn't even do it that easy. I'd just get you to hand Darren a guitar and he would play it, and I would tell you which one it is.
That would be
I
interesting.
wouldn't even know.
Okay.
I'd have to choose between all 40 guitars. Or whatever the hell is in here. It fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
Kurnerst.
Super chat from James Doctor.
James Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's not new because this is his 5th super chat.
Sweet.
Hey JP, is there a better value for the money than what appears to be a proper D45 copy from Senmo or for $15.49 US?
No, there isn't. Cienmo, I have 2 of those guitars here, and there's probably going to be more coming in the new year. There's nothing that touches those guys. For that money, for what they're doing, there's just no way. There's no way to fight that. And I hate it, but it's true. They can build one of the most ornate guitars that you've ever seen that is an absolute cannon, and they're only charging $2,000. I don't even know how the hell they do it. I don't know. And it's none of this. I went through this in the review of their last one. I have another one to review before I give it to Judd Gunning. And I went through this conversation in the review, like, there's no way, because I'm talking to these guys. I talk to these guys every week. they're really nice guys. Their English is terrible. They send me these long emails that are a little
Could have been
difficult to
your
read
Mandarin a
because
bit.
they don't have a total grasp of the English language. But these guys are not working in some sweatshop for nothing. That's not how it's working over there. And we have to like open our eyes, get our heads out of our assholes, and realize that that's not what's going on in China. These guys are over there. They own the shop. They're independent. There's 12 or 14 of them in one building, in one shop, building guitars. They're all professional luthiers. And all they want, Lee has told me, all that we're interested in, he said, is getting these guitars into the West market. But we realize before we do that, we have to break in with a low price point. So they're selling guitars over here to us that are worth $10,000 that they're only asking $2,500 for. Because I've seen the instruments, I have two of them here. There is not one piece of fake bullshit in those guitars. It's all solid wood. It's high-end Engelmann and Sitka spruce. It's the best quality abalone. It's like cantilevered necks and free-floating necks and like all this technology. And it's old technology. And that makes perfect sense because that's what the Asians do. They tribute the things they love the most. And so they took all that old tech and they're building guitars that were built over here 90 years ago, and they're building them over there by hand. Like, you couldn't get a better guitar for the money than you're going to get from Cienmo. I'm sorry to tell you. There's just no way, especially if you're looking for a guitar with the appointments similar to a D45, like that kind of presentation series. Cienmo is unbelievable. What they can do for the amount of money they're asking. Holy God. I don't even see how it's possible. I really don't. They shipped the two guitars over here to me. One didn't even come with duty. The other one, the duty was like $30. I don't even know what the hell that is. I have no idea how they're even capable of doing what they're doing. But they're doing it. And all guitar players everywhere should wake the fuck up, see the writing on the wall, and go, we better buy these now because either they're going to be out of business because they can't break the West, and they're going to be stuck over there building for Chinese and Asian market, or they're going to break the West and become so popular their price is going to skyrocket. That is the least possible thing, unfortunately. But it could happen. It could happen. It could happen that they go from building, 150 guitars a year to building 1,000 guitars a year, where they have to grow the plant, grow the shop, hire more luthiers, and that would be great. I'd love to see that for them, but the chances of that are slim. I'm pulling for them. You'll see. Well, you've probably already. I think there's a video already dropped on the first one I reviewed. But damn, they're incredible. They're really scary. They're scary good. And the amount of money they're asking for what they build, it's just doesn't seem natural. But if you can get one, get it. Get it now. Get it now. It's gonna if they succeed in what they're trying to do, that price is gonna triple in the next 18 months. I can guarantee you. Cienmo. Okay, next.
Question from CK.
CK.
As an accomplished fingerstyle and flat-picking guitarist, is there one style or technique that you need to practice more to stay in performing shape, or does it all come naturally?
Is he talking about me?
Yes.
I'm an accomplished what?
Fingerstyle and flat-picking guitarist.
What is wrong with you? I don't practice shit. My practice happens on stage in front of an audience. That's practice.
If there's a tune you haven't done in a while, you'll practice a couple times before you go on stage.
Well, not much. But I've been playing for so long that it doesn't even matter to me anymore. It's just, to me, it's just a language. And my hands, thank God, I don't know how much longer I'll be lucky, but my hands are not bad. They could be way worse. I got one knuckle on this hand that's giving me problems, but fortunately, it bends the way it needs to bend to play, and that's why it's got arthritis in it. Is because it's been bent like that for 50 years playing guitar.
When you were newer at it, was there something in particular that you had to practice more than other things?
Nope. You just practice playing. You try to learn the hardest goddamn thing you can learn that seems miles beyond what you're capable of. And you're going to suck at it for years. But you keep playing it, keep playing it, keep playing it. And you get it to the point where even early on, you get an arrangement of it that you're secure to play in front of an audience. Audience will love it. They won't know the difference, but you'll know. And you keep learning it. Okay, there's a part that I got wrong. I'm going to need to learn that one phrase. Or here's a chord in there that's not quite right. I got to learn that. And you just play until you lose your mind. That's how you do it. There's no easy way to do anything, right? It's all practice. And if you have a natural affinity for it, you will progress faster than your peers. And that's it. If you don't have a natural affinity for it, you'll have to work harder to get what it is you want. But anything, there is nothing that's not achievable to a guitar player if you're willing to put in the time. And of all the things that I could say to people, especially about fingerstyle, flat picking, and those things, at this particular moment in time, right now, because of your question, I'm going to say to you, don't play so hard. Play gently, because it's easier on your body. You won't have the volume and the tone right away, but you'll get the physicality of what it is that you're trying to learn. Don't beat the shit out of the guitar if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? No point. You can't replace.
I feel like I should use that piece of advice when I'm teaching people to fly airplanes.
Yeah, you can't replace performance knowledge with aggression. It doesn't make it sound better if it's louder. It sounds like shit. It sounds like mistakes, loud. So don't do that. Play with finesse. Learn things and play them slowly and finesse it. Don't let the guitar deliver the volume it's capable of on its own without you beating it and pushing and pushing. Don't push. Play and be one with the instrument. Let the instrument dictate the volume and the power that's coming out of the guitar at any given moment. You'll never be able to control the dynamics of playing until you fucking know how to play. There's no way to do that. So when you're playing something incorrectly and it's not quite learned right, and you're mucking around and you play really hard to make it, yeah, let's do this, it's impressive. No, it's not. It's fucking horrible. Don't do that. Suck back and reload, and just live with it. Live with that guitar and learn something really difficult and just play it quiet, and it'll help everything. It'll help your speed eventually. Playing it faster is going to help your tone. You're going to stop and hear what's really going on if you don't try to beat the shit out of the guitar to make up for the fact that you're playing something inadequately. Because we all do that. It's not just you or this guy or that. It's me. I do that all the time. One of the most famous phrases ever I heard a guy said, well, if you make a mistake, just fucking play it twice. And they'll think you meant it. And I did that. I've done that 1,000,000 times. And I always play it louder and harder the second time. Right? I made a mistake. I'll play it again really fucking loud. See what I'm saying? That's how we get in the wrong frame of mind about learning and practicing. Practice is an intimate, introspective thing that you do. It's not about, you're not trying to perform. There's nobody in the fucking room. Nobody's watching you. You're supposed to practice and become one with the guitar. And then when you get in front of people, things change, right? Somebody's listening to me. I'm going to just spice this up a little more volume, a little more attack, a little more, you know what I mean? So that's where we all make our practice errors, is seeing ourselves in front of an audience while we're practicing. You should never do that. Your audience, when you're playing, when you're practicing, your only audience is the guitar. That's the thing you're trying to impress. It is not another human. It's the instrument you're trying to impress. So that's the deepest thing I've ever said to anybody, ever, and it's true. So remember that. It's a good one. That'll be a quote for the fucking books right there. I'm serious. That's the truth. That's one of the deepest things I've ever said about playing, and it's absolutely true. Surprised my own self. I'm going to go kiss my own ass after the show. Next.
Question from Capo Rob.
Caper who?
Rob.
Caper Rob.
I watched the video on the tuning pegs you installed on your Boucher.
Oh, yeah.
How long are they? Does it make the headstock heavier? And can you comment on the tuning ratio and how it improves tuning?
They're amazing. The video said it all. So they're rear-facing pegs. So
Is it out somewhere?
you need to have a regular guitar case, not one of those wedgy, weird, angled headstock bullshit pocket things. Just a regular case. It fit right in there. They're 10-to-1 ratio, so they're incredibly sensitive. And that's why I love them. They actually make a difference in the sound, too. I think they make that guitar brighter.
How would they do that?
A little more punchy. What's that?
How would they do that?
Because it changes the break angle of the string over the nut. And I think they're probably slightly heavier, but I don't know about that.
Did you notice? Like, is it
when I picked up the handful of machine heads I took off the guitar, it weighed a ton. So I don't even know. It might be an illusion that they're slightly heavier, but I love them. I'm gonna put them on everything I tour with if I can get my hands on them. They're making me. The exciting thing is, I don't know whether I was able to say this on the channel yet or not, but they're changing the height of the post to be more guitar-like. So they're shortening it, and they're building me a custom set, which will become, we hope, their guitar set. So it'll have a shorter post, and that in itself, again, will change the break angle at the nut, all these things. Like, I just love them. I think they're brilliant. They're really easy to tune with, and it makes fine tuning way easier. I'm gonna do that now.
Jesus. Just cough, dude.
It's almost over. Fuck.
I might be selling a guitar collection here in the next few hours.
Come on now. Don't count me out yet. We've both been doing this for a month. Jesus. Not so bad tonight. Last week I almost choked to death.
Question from Roy Sherland.
Who?
Roy Sherland.
Roy Sherland.
Mm-hmm. Is there any player you would still like to play with?
Any who?
Any player.
Billy Strings and Tommy Emmanuel.
There you go. It'd be fun.
Rest of them to suck my arse.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, next.
Got a highlighted chat from Corey McCormick.
Again,
he's at it again. What is your favorite guitar of 2024?
Jesus. It'd be a split decision. The Alvarez, the Yeri, the Yeri JP model really blew my mind. It's unbelievable. That guitar is frightening how good it is. And the other one that blew me away was the Gallagher, the J.P. Cormier signature model, which is a bird's eye maple OM. And it has a whole other personality from any other OM I own or have ever heard. That guitar blew my mind. And I should pick one that's just like... just off the top of my head, Stephen Kennard, which is a guitar you haven't even seen yet. It's going to be reviewed shortly. Nacogdoches, Texas. He was inspired directly, personally, in person, by J.W. Gallagher. And it's sort of what changed his whole life and turned him into a guitar builder. And his instruments are just... That guitar blew my mind, and it's still blowing my mind, and you'll see it. It's going to be up on the channel here very shortly, and sitting right there waiting to be reviewed. So yeah, those three in particular, especially the Yeri. The Yeri JP signature model is one of the best guitars I've ever heard. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. You can go back and look at the video, the review of it. It'll just boggle your mind. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a Titanic of color and sound and projection and bottom end, and everything about it just is incredible. So yeah. And of course, my Gallagher, man, who'd ever thought there'd ever be a Gallagher anywhere in the world with a maple leaf on the label inside? Because that one has one. And they did a fantastic job with that guitar. It embodies sort of everything about me, about my playing, about my style, my tone, all those things. It's just one of those guitars. It's not like anything else is being made anywhere in the world. That Gallagher is a one-of-a-kind instrument, and they're selling really good. There's orders coming in for them. So I mean, they must have done something right. So mine is a masterpiece, and I haven't even reviewed it yet. I talked to David Mathis today, and we were talking about all the trouble we're going to get in next year, and he goes, "Did you even review that guitar?" Because there was 2 prototypes, plus a bunch of other Gallaghers I've done. And I went looking through the video list. I was like, holy shit, I never reviewed my own signature model. And he goes, well, it's a good thing because we kind of need some time because we're back ordered. And next year is going to be a big year. So if you don't put it out until January, February, it's fine by us. And I should mention that next year is the 60th anniversary of Gallagher guitars. 1965, 1925. It's the year that JW started the company. There's going to be some major models put out next year to coincide with the 60th anniversary, and you'll see those on the channel. I'm probably going to get one myself, I hope. And also we'll be doing videos down there with those guys when I go down. So, yeah. 2024 was a landmark year for us. Like sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm doing anymore. It's like, what is going on? How did this happen? It really is. It's unbelievable what happened. What's happened over the last 5 years. I don't even know what to think anymore. I'm just like, okay, well, I love all these guys and they all love me. And I'm just going to suck it up because that's just the way it is. There's not much else you can do. You just keep picking and keep rolling. That's all you can do. So,
We've got John Chapman here saying hello.
Love you, John.
He says he did the blind listening choosing video.
Oh, yeah?
And failed.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to do one of those, John.
So
Say hello to Jason and Jeremy for me. Love you guys with all my heart.
You'll have to see if you could. You have to watch his video and see if you can outperform him.
All right, okay. Those boys down there, man, they are some of the greatest musicians I have ever met in my life. They're unbelievable players, just monsters. And it's not surprising. Like they had a family band for decades, literally, and my God, they can play. They're just unbelievable. And all three of them are they're salt of the earth, those guys. They're just incredible men. And that shop is incredible. The Acoustic Shoppy in Springfield, Missouri. those guys, they're just the best guys.
I feel like they should have, like, that old-fashioned rock candy and... Like,
yeah.
Given the name and the spelling.
Yeah, and there should be... They should ride those big bicycles with the gigantic front wheels.
Yeah. One of the silly hats.
So they can ride up to you and kick you in the face without getting off the bike. Yeah, that's how that should go. But yeah,
so.
if you ever want... Man, you ever want to talk to anybody a shop that has everything that and understands what they're selling, those boys know what they're doing. The Acoustic Shop in Springfield, Missouri, and their YouTube channels just rocks. And Roger Schmidt's calling me right now.
You gonna answer it?
Roger Schmidt, you're on the air.
Tell him he's actually live.
There you go.
How you doing, buddy?
I don't think
I'm doing just fine.
You're on the air live on String Theory, buddy.
Oh my God! Yeah, I just realized that. Oh, I should be watching and caught guilty as charged.
There you go, Roger Schmidt, boys and girls, live from Kitchener, Ontario, at Brickhouse Guitars.
Oh, well,
your ears must have been burning because we were talking about you a lot.
That's what's going on. I could feel the vibes.
Yeah. So we're just discussing the new J.P. Cormier Avenir.
Well, that's why I was calling you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, tell me.
Maybe he can't say it online.
Hang on one second. Let me get on your show here.
Oh, he's gonna watch at the same time.
Well, yeah. Oh my God, I should be watching already. Hang on.
This is exciting.
That's funny.
Well, this morning I was thinking of calling you. Said, "Oh, we should organize it." And of course, the days go by, and and you don't do those things. So,
well, this is awesome because we're having a great old chat here, and there's lots of people watching, and there's been some great questions, and there was actually a question about Hosen just a few minutes ago, and because somebody was. Jesus Christ! Now, okay,
Guillaume's texting you.
Guillaume just texted me. He's watching. He says hello to me and you, and everybody's there. Look at this now. See, this is what I'm telling you guys, man.
There we go.
This is the family thing that has been happening on this channel for 5 years, right? I mean, me and Roger go back 25 years when he first started doing Stonebridge. I bought a mandolin from him 25 years ago. I took it to Afghanistan. I started playing. I played the Stonebridge guitars. I played the Furt guitars. Dave played them. Guillaume and Robin are over in Quebec, obviously watching the show. And God knows who else on the partners list is watching us. Like it's a family. It's a family-run affair, right?
Yes, you're the yeah. We're just all the crazy cousins and uncles that won't go away. Oh
no, we love you. We couldn't do this without you, buddy. So tell me why you called. If I have this funny feeling you're gonna drop a bomb on me here.
No. There's no bomb. He's just actually just trying to organize my visit.
Oh, right.
That's kind of a bomb, but I definitely want to, be there on the 18th.
Sweet.
And so I was just calling to bore you with some of the details, but
right on.
This is way more exciting. No, I'd like to come and visit and catch your show the day before or day after, one or the other. Probably bring Pauline and hang out in Halifax for a day or two.
Well, here's the cool thing then, because you're live right now, so we are dropping a little bit of a bomb that Mr. Schmidt is going to be coming here to do String Theory live with us, and potentially you're going to have a guitar with you for me, correct?
There will be either ahead of time, and that was part of the detail. So
yes,
I would probably like to send it to you ahead of time, so you can kind of get to say hello to it. And,
yep.
Yeah, but
we're going to debut that live on the show, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to promise not to show it off until the show.
Oh, I won't. It'll be our secret.
That's right. That's right. We expect to receive it, like it's basically in transit right now to us with fast courier DHL.
Sweet.
And so it could show up any day. Well, it certainly will. And then I'll get to enjoy it and photograph it and all that fun stuff.
Sweet.
Then we'll send it off to you, and then I
number one.
Coming, yeah, number one. It's going to be quite the guitar.
I know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, this is good. You've just there's a whole bunch of people right now like furiously writing notes about when you're going to get here. So, we're going to just we'll tell them now the date of your arrival. You will be here on the what was the date now?
He said the 18th.
Well, the 17th, probably the day before we get together.
You just dropped him on the floor.
I just dropped him on the floor. That's okay though. We'll get you back. Yeah, so you'll be in the day before, and String Theory on the 18th. So everybody, I'm off that night. I'm in the middle of 6 nights at the Carlton with Dave for the Christmas show. So the 18th of December, don't forget to tune in because Roger Schmidt will be here, and we will be debuting the J.P. Cormier signature model Avenir, which is built by Hosen Young.
Yes.
So it's going to become a flagship, I'm sure, of the shop.
Very special inlay designed by yours truly.
Yes, sir. It's unreal. Wait till you see it.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind.
So we'll have 15 guitars to start with, and then we might do a second batch.
Sweet.
It'll be very, very limited edition, and it's a special tribute to our friendship. So
thank you, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Well, I gotta get up.
Are you gonna talk Dave to come and join us that night too? Or?
I think we might be able to do that because he'll be staying in the city, I'm sure, that night.
Right.
So we'll make it happen.
Right. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I'll continue watching the show then.
Alrighty.
And that's pretty cool that I called right in the middle of the show there.
Well, there's no way I wouldn't answer the phone when you call in the middle of String Theory.
There you go. Well, let me say hi to everybody then, and thank you so much for everybody for watching, tuning in to JP, and following us too. So
yeah, we love you all. We love you, buddy. You're the man. Thank you for everything.
Okay, take care.
Love you, Roger.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. There's the Roger Schmidt from Brickhouse Guitars in Kitchener, Ontario, and that wasn't planned. He just called because he thought the show was over. He looked at the time, saw as we were, 8:15 or whatever it is where you are, and he's like, safe to call. So that was pretty cool.
We got a few more questions.
Okay, let's have them.
One from the Heavy Trooper.
Heavy Trooper.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to choose my first all-solid guitar. What would you get given the choice between the Yamaha FGX5 and the Epiphone Excellente Masterbuilt and the Epiphone inspired by Gibson SJ200?
Ooh. That's kind of a tough one. For me, it's up between the Yamaha and the Excellente because they're both wicked. If you're sort of a rhythm player, like that kind of player, go with the Excellente. But if you're picking a lot or finger style stuff, go with the Yamaha. That'd be my best advice. They're both really good guitars. It's hard to pick between the two of those. Knurkst.
Super chat from Jim Waller.
Jim Waller.
Saw Alan Parsons' project last night. Awesome show.
Sweet.
And wanted to give a nod to your cover of Eye in the Sky with Dave. Love,
Yeah.
brother.
Wicked. Yeah, it's a great cut. That was a fun one. Knurkst.
Super chat from Russell Snell.
Russell Snell.
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 Hey GP, what do you think of the new Yamaha Tag 3C guitars?
I don't know what that is. So I'll have to look it up. They're coming up with so many new things. I get behind on all of that. Tag 3C.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check it out.
I don't know if it's supposed to be read as Tag or TAG or what, but
That's Transacoustic. TAC.
TAG 3C.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out. It's a new Transacoustic guitar. Actually, I have seen them. I lied to you. I did see them. But I don't know enough to say anything yet. But I'm sure they're awesome. But I will look into it. Knurkst.
Oh, Steven wants to see the that guitar again. The Cirrus.
Wants to see the Sears again?
Yeah.
Well, I'll play it on the way out. Is that all the questions?
Are you in a hurry? You going somewhere?
Yep.
Yeah, that's oh wait. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah.
So the question is, how many J.P. Cormier signature model Avenires are being built in the first run? Roger said it.
Now you have to play the guitar. Get the Cirrus.
I'm gonna. Just give me a chance. I'm gonna open a beer. It's amazing that Roger actually gave us the answer to our question. Or the question for our... You know what I mean. I love this guitar.
I'll wait on the banners.
The Cirrus Mahogany OM. Hot damn shit, yeah. Guys, I love that guitar. So good.
Steven really likes it as well.
I love it. It's
He's
just,
been making a lot of inappropriate comments.
yeah, wait till you see the other things they do. That Cirrus, that's just one model. They make dreadnoughts and parlors and triple O's, and I think they make jumbos too, but their dreadnoughts are just scary. There's actually a dreadnought coming eventually in the new year that we're going to try, a Sunburst. It's going to be beautiful. So how many Avenir J.P. Cormier signature models built by Hosen Young? How many will come in the first batch?
I found this on the web for how
Shut up, Siri, you stupid fucking bitch. Get off my phone.
Don't yell at Siri. It's not her fault. It's kind of funny though.
Everybody's in the act tonight. Roger's calling. Siri's talking to me. Baker's talking to me.
The first one, we got Emily Daw with 15.
That's right. Emily. What's her last name?
Daw. D-A-W-E.
You are number 45, Emily Daw.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance now to win one of those guitars.
Come up.
Let's see here. And that's... What do we got now?
We need another one, don't we?
5 spots. No, let's leave it at that for now. Because we only got 5 spots left.
How many weeks do we have left?
Not many.
What? We're doing the draw on the 18th?
Let me just check this out. See what's going on here.
We have 4 weeks before the 18th.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
1. Yeah, you're right.
Do we do one more?
Right.
And then one every weekend after that?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we better do one more.
We're supposed to have 52 people, aren't we?
Who's next?
Catfish Creek Chuck.
I think. Well, you're on. You definitely have been. God damn it!
You're not holding on to stuff well today.
But for some reason, my skin is really slippery tonight.
Sure, blame your skin.
Catfish Creek. You've been in there before, but not on this. Not on this list.
Last year, maybe.
Okay, Catfish Creek. What?
Chuck.
Oh yeah, Chuck. Okay, buddy, you're number 46. So we only got 4 more spaces left. So in the coming weeks, there may only be one winner. So, but anyhow, we love you. We appreciate you being here for, Jesus, you're here for 90 minutes with us. Thanks to Roger Schmidt, my buddies the Chapmans out in Springfield, Missouri, the Acoustic Shoppy. Jill for licking her arsehole for 5 minutes there.
She's on the big screen looking at her butt.
In the dog butt cam there. And
hey, Jill.
dog butt cam. And the lovely Ginger, Cirrus Guitars, Emerald Guitars. Don't forget to go check out their Black Friday sales because they got some killer deals at this time of year. And Jack, of course, as well. He's getting up and leaving. Mm-hmm. And that's it. We'll see you next Wednesday night. Wait a minute. Will it be next Wednesday night? No. We'll be playing, but the week at the 4th of December we'll be back. 4th of December. Check out Gunning at Cormier.com to see all our Christmas dates. We're on tour for the next month for Christmas. And we'll see you soon. See you next week. Love you. Bye.